Well, hello there. It's Carlos Bender again, and I'm at it. Look at it. Age of Pirates 2 City of Abandoned Ships with the Combined Mod version 3.2.1. I haven't played this game in a while, like 1 year or so. And since it wouldn't run for the hell of it, well, it would run without the Combined Mod, but the Combined Mod consists of patches and bug fixes and everything. It wouldn't run that good on Windows 7, what I'm using. So I've never really played the vanilla game. I played Pirates of the Caribbean. That's I think it was made from with Disney or with Disney's approval or something. It was made by Akella, the same guys, Russian guys that made this game, I think. I'm not sure. It was actually the game that came after Sea Dogs. That's the first one, actually, I think. Age of Pirates is the next game after Pirates of the Caribbean. That was a bit movie themed, like from the movie, and a bit Sea Dogs inspired, so to say. So the game had different influences from the movie, The Black Pearl, for example, and from the series, the way the cannons and the water and everything works, and the ships, how they sail and everything. So they slapped two things together and it worked pretty well. And this is actually the second Age of Pirates. I don't know, I played the first one and I didn't like it too good, but this one I like, especially with the Combined Mod. So let's go on. And do I load a game? No. What is it with me and women's names in games, really? No. I can't really tell you guys. I just... Probably from back in the day when I played Tomb Raider a lot. I always liked playing Lara Croft, and that probably stuck to me, so we got lots of guys to pick here. Ha! There he is, the man himself. The character from Pirates of the Caribbean, that video game that was made with Disney's approval by Akella. That's basically the main character. It's a bit confusing because I don't think this guy was supposed or was in the movie. At least I can't remember, and I watched the movie quite a few times, so I was confused why this guy is, you know, related in the story with the Black Pearl and everything. But just long story short, the Pirates of the Caribbean game isn't that exact, the plot. It's safe to say the plot is not at all existent in the game. The game has a totally different plot, and the only thing that happens or is the same in the movie and the game is the skeletons at night that creep out from the water, the undead army of skeletons, and the Black Pearl. No Davy Jones, no Barbossa, nothing. Let's keep going. Is, I think, the second character from the game, Pirates of the Caribbean game, Danielle Green. And you couldn't play her, you were always playing that male, that guy. And she was hot, but I don't know, she had some weird tone to herself. She had a weird attitude. I'm going. Actually a chick I always play. I don't know why. I can't even tell you. It might be because Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, it just stuck into my head and it won't go away. Reload pistols, blah blah. This one is non-functional. in the mod. I modified the mod, so kudos for myself. Well, that stinks. Modified that. That doesn't work anymore. It's usually a slider where you adjust the mod for the experience, and that one doesn't even work because I fixed it. So, you know, it's a fixed value. It's always, I don't even know why I disabled it. I always leave it at middle, medium, but I modded it so that no matter what you change here, it stays in the middle. The middle is 7.5, I think. I'm not sure. This one is 10 or 15. This one is 5. 5 means in the game your experience is modified or subtracted or something by that value, so it's lower. And no, sorry, the other way around. This makes your experience take longer to level up, increases 15. It's a multiplier. It multiplies by 15, and here it multiplies by just 5. And this one is fixed to 8 or 7.5. I don't know. Difficulty? Can't go any lower. What's that? Captain. Encounters? Well, frequent encounters, few and standard. I fixed this also. These two are not functional. It's only the frequent that works, so we can only choose between standard and frequent. How many ships are on the world map? Pistols speaks for itself. In hardcore game, I don't even know what that is. Right click on it. Even save on the water while sailing. Well, that's not good. That reloads your pistols automatically. This one is dynamic or tactical battles. Dynamic, your speed and your turning rate is faster, so for the enemy ships. This one, everything's slower. That means if there's a total flute, I think that's what I call when there's no wind on the shore, on the sea, there's no wind. That means tactical battles, you're not going anywhere. You're not even turning fast, if at all. I think you're turning, but not fast. So with tactical battles, I think the speed is limited to 0.1, and that is like, god damn, you could swim faster than that if you jump off the ship. These are all story related as far as I know, and this is the only one that makes the story almost impossible to beat. As a pirate, you're an enemy with all these pirates themselves, so you have no allies, which means basically, and in fact, you need to go on an island. I don't want to spoil too much. You need to go on an island and explore and find some details on something out. I don't want to spoil it too much. And it's a Dutch, I think. It's Dutch or French. Could be Spanish too. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, you need to go there and just ask around in town, but you can't because you are a pirate or an enemy. You can't even go into the town, and as soon as you get into or next to the town and you have to battle the guards, if you defeat those guards and enter the town, you will spawn an infinite amount of defenders that will come at you every couple seconds, and you get no, I repeat, no time to clear your back and advance to where you need to go. You need to exactly know where you have to go, and you need to be there at the right time. If you're there at the night, you can't go there. So you'll end up dying more than it's worth. So what I basically do, I just crap on the plot of all these guys, join with the pirates, and just go and plunder and sink ships and capture ships, and that works for me. So it's not a story game for me. I just screw the story. Let's play the game. Jesus, look at that. God damn.
What will your orders be, Captain?
Yeah, we've been unconscious in the cabin, blah blah blah. Interesting, isn't it? That is basically the question he asks you if you want to set up your character right now or you want to continue. We want to check the skills and everything out. Personal skills, lots of different stuff. Defensive stuff, critical hit. If you want to play the game and check everything out, you gotta do it. I'm not gonna explain everything right now. Maybe later. Because I haven't used all of these. The shootist and fencing and everything, that's the most important stuff when you're boarding a ship. And in the boardage stuff, you're gonna fight with a sword and use a pistol. You can't use muskets, it's only for your soldiers, but never mind. And you want to have skills that increase fencing and your defense and the shooting skill. Now this is interesting, that lifeboat stuff. When your ship sinks or gets destroyed, you have a chance of escaping. I haven't really picked that, but I've seen it work once. And it worked pretty decent. I gotta lower the volume on that music. It's amazing. It's so loud, but it's so beautiful. Ship skills, that's more important. That's the flags we carry. As it says, Jolly Roger, that's the pirate flag, as you don't know. Or may not know, whatever. Lots of skills. What you want to get is repair skills. For example, like that, light repair, quick repair, that repairs your ship in battle. If you're sinking, you need light repair. If you don't have that, you'll sink if you're too damaged. Bad for you. You want to get distant fire, critical shot, god of death, shredder, wrecker, foresight and quick reload. That's what you want to get to fight. Commerce, well, speaks for itself. Musket volley, all your guys are armed with muskets and they'll fire a volley before the battle and decimate the enemy crew. Master boarder, you don't need the boarder and the long plank. You don't need that because you'll get close to the enemy ships and you'll be able to board them. Or if your crew is too low, they will board you. So, never mind. These are personal ship skills. These increase over time when you use them. Navigation. Navigation is the best when you're in a storm on the 3D game, not in the game on the map in a storm, but when you're navigating in 3D in a storm, that goes up fast and rapid. Accuracy, you gotta aim manually and hit something with it. Then those will go up. Cannons, you can just fire randomly. That'll go up anyway. Grappling, throw out grappling hooks and pull yourself to the enemy boat and enter it and go to your boardage. That's what this does. Defense is, I think, how many damage you can take before you go down. Your ship sinks and shit. Sorry for shit, but... Repair speaks for itself, and trade. How much money you get and everything. These are just unimportant. Only thing you need is what kind of saber you use, light, medium or heavy, and the pistol. That's the only you need. And leaderships also could be important because your guys don't, you know, stand against you. There's no immunities and everything. So you need the fighting skills more than that. Alright, that's the pirates, the perks. I really like that one. So I always go like this. Because talent, as you say, is all your weapons and cannons and that. I usually try to get everything on 8. I can't remember if I modified that as well, but I don't think I modified it. If I modified this, the starting points, I don't think I modified, but this, I don't know too much. If I modified it too much, somebody's gotta tell me. I'm sorry for that, but I think it's still alright. The buttons, sorry. Buttons are not too accurate, I see, because sometimes you click, you know, that would be, I think, still plus the right arrow and it still clicks the left one, but enough of that. Start!
Just carrying on, Captain.
Yeah, that's awesome. Practice fencing? I know. And go ashore on the pirate colony. Let's see. Yeah, that's because of the wobbling of the screen. It tilts to the side and then takes a split second after you start the game to center it. Now I think this guy here, the blue vest, that guy is has to do with a quest. One of these guys has to do with a quest. If you get too close, he'll just talk the ear off of you, so... God damn. Lower the volume already. I wanna go quickly, I mean, to the store. You always start with wares you got in your cargo hold. Looky here. Yeah, there's always some stuff. Well, excuse me. There's always some stuff in these thingies that respawns every 2 days, 3 days. And, sadly, he doesn't even notice. It's not like Skyrim where everybody's at you when you steal something. He doesn't even notice we're here. Whatever. I miss Skyrim. Should actually be playing that. Waste of time.
What can I help you with, Captain?
Well, alright, go off the screen. Bloody hell. Merchandise. We want to have stuff out of the cargo hold. We need rum. Rum is important for your crew. They'll get angry and there will be a mutiny if you're not careful. Cacao, whatever is the name of that. That's pretty expensive stuff. You'll start with a load of 100 cacao something. And 125 leather. That's it, leather. Oh, bloody hell. A bit more dough would be good. No, I ruined it. I gotta turn the sound down. God damn. I don't think you'll be able to hear me if the sound is like loud like that. You won't be able to hear me after all.
Greetings, Captain.
Is this better?
What business brings you to me?
It must be. It has to do. I don't know what ammo we want to use. Cannonballs. Wait, that's it. Hull 8, sails, blah blah blah. That's the damage. As it says, damage. That's not effective against crew. Against sails, could do better. And against the hull, really effective. Grape shot. Yeah, that's like, you're basically like the ancient, or not ancient, like the old artillery shells had just, you know, metal balls in it as shrapnel. That's what they do. Act like shrapnel. 1.5 to the crew. Sadly, that's a lie. The hull gets damaged like 0.1, the sails 0.0, and the crew 3.0. More like it. Because if you got a ship with 30 cannons on the side, and you hit a whole side, all 30 cannons on one side would hit a boat. Even a huge, like, galleon or something would be devastated. The crew would go down by, it depends on the cannon, but it would go down by 20%. The crew would go down. If you got big cannons, the crew would go down fast. So you don't want that if you don't want the crew to surrender. Actually, I think that's the tactic I used the first few times. Get grape shot and devastate the crew, and then enter the ship, and then, you know, fight the rest. Chain shot, that's against the masts and the sails, as it says here, 9. That is more like hull 1, sails 10, and crew